since we're talking about finances, do you expose them to financial literacy at this age, or are you waiting, or what is your method for
There's
discussing
a
finance?
level to it. So he has a piggy bank. We call it the
Okay.
piggy bank. Um, so we discussed certain things as far as him taking money out and using it and knowing when to use it. He's learning how to count better and get change and things like that. I don't waste people's time at the store and let him do. I don't. We don't do all that. When we're at
this lady,
home,
this lady
we
and her
go
kid.
over. We go over the money here, and I'll be like, look, if the thing costs $2.58 and you give a $5 bill, what do you expect back? You know what I'm saying? So when we
Yeah,
go to the store, just give him the five and take the change and let's go. Like I don't play like that. But I
yeah.
do discuss with him just basic stuff. I don't go too deep into stocks and
Of course not.
nothing too deep. Just the basics as far as being responsible, and that if you that so when it comes to like allowance and things like that, I always tell him, I give you everything that I'm supposed to, that I'm mandated as your parent. I make sure that you have clothes, shelter, um, food,
Yeah,
you get rest, I make sure you're groomed and clean. I said anything other than that that's extra, like your screen time, candy that I buy you, us going to the movies and all that. That's all extra and it's not a necessity. This is only because you've been good and you've earned it. I said everything that you get is what you get because you're my child. Everything else has to be earned, period. So when it comes to finances, the chores and the things like that, like he's got his list of chores that are on a chalkboard he's got to do, and he does them with no question, like taking out the trash, vacuuming the floor, maybe mopping or something like that, cleaning the baseboards, stuff like that, helping
yeah.
me clean the car. So those are basic things. So he doesn't necessarily get an allowance, but I put like a monetary value to it. If you do these things, then yeah, we can go see that movie. If you do these things, then yeah, you know what I mean? And I'll let
Yeah.
him know, hey, this is how much it costs, you know?
But that is dope because one, you have to start teaching them these things and these responsibilities at a young age, right? So you're teaching them to be a contributor to the household. Like, look, this is a team effort. At least this is my opinion. We in this household are a team, and we all have to carry our weight in some form or fashion. So you being able to do this, I think you said this before, or maybe it was somebody else. While you were working on your masters, no, that was somebody else. But while you were going to school, okay, you go do this. This allows me to focus on this schoolwork. This is the story one of my friends told me. But that benefits our household.
Right.
You carrying this burden allows me to do this part, which benefits our household, the entire team. And you're teaching about finances early, right? Teach them about budget is basically what it sounded like you were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Add a checkbook, balancing a checkbook, so to speak. Teach them about that. I don't even think it's too early though for you to teach them about stocks. Now you
You're
don't have to
right.
go into the
I don't know how to
intricacies.
do it.
Yeah, you could. I'm pretty sure. And matter of fact, I have a book for kids in investing because I bought it for my daughters when they were kids. Teach them the basics and shoot, y'all can learn together. Just in case, I'm not. That's not an insult, but if you help develop and cultivate that mindset now, where's he gonna be when he's 16? He starts earning a check, assuming you allow him to work. And now he says, "Yo, you know what? I'm gonna put 20% of my check into Nike, right? Google, Amazon, whatever the blue chip stock is of the day. I'm gonna put my money into here." And he worked for 8 years, and then at the end of that 8 years, like finishes college and whatnot, he has this big lump sum of money.
Right.
All he's gonna do is continue to accumulate wealth, or
Mm-hmm.
or let his money work for him, and that's gonna give him freedom. So by the time he's your age or 30, and this is something I say to a lot of youth, including my own kids, there's no reason that you shouldn't be a millionaire at the age of 30. Or you should have close to $1 million net worth. Because one, because you've been coached and you know the road to that.
Yeah. We
Um
definitely have to start teaching our kids
Financial
finances
literacy. Yeah.
and investing at an early age. I agree.
And
Sooner
and
than
it,
later, because kids are we don't get. I don't think we give kids enough credit. They
yeah,
understand things a lot better than we think they do. And
Yeah,
even if they don't, like you said, you planting the seed, you know, you're
yeah.
training that kid up to even have that mindset, even as at a small age. So
And it's not that money is everything, but it gives you freedom and flexibility, and it gives you opportunities to help others as well, right? It's
mhm,
not about getting a Gucci belt or nothing like that. It's about having freedom and opportunities, and to pursue whatever your desires are, or
right.
just so you don't have the shackles on as long or as tight. But the kids are smart enough because they playing Monopoly when they 5, 6 years old. Monopoly is basically business, right?
Yeah.
You're doing nothing but you're learning how to do. You're learning business. You're investing, and you learn how to add and subtract. All of Monopoly.
Yeah.
So
I need to get I asked Bishop the other day. I was like, "Oh, they have Mario Monopoly. Do you want to get it?" He said, "No." I said, "Why not?" He said, "Because every time somebody plays Monopoly, they want to fight." And I just started dying. I'm like, "What? You didn't see somebody break out and fight over
yeah,
Monopoly?" He was like, "Yeah,
listen, man.
mom."
Yeah, look,
I know it'd be like that.
it get real. Yeah,
They do. I've been
the
in one. I
competitions get
know.
real. Look, when we play in here, they hate
Oh,
me.
I
They
can
they all.
imagine with you.
And here's the bugged out thing, right? They try to gang up on me.
Yeah,
And if I'm fortunate enough to get into a position,
I
I
can see
always
that.
I always offer them great deals, and they
Yeah,
refuse to take
right.
them. No, look, Mo, I will give you the green ones. What is that? Pacific, Pennsylvania, and whatever the case may be,
Uh-huh.
the one that's on the same side as Boardwalk and Park Place. But I want these light blue ones on the first side. I want the cheap properties because I know you're gonna land on them, and I'm gonna keep building this up, and then I'm gonna be able to afford these other pieces. I know that when you buy these expensive pieces, you ain't gonna be able to put no houses on it. So by the time you're gonna have,
I'm looking out for you.
yeah. And because
Yeah.
people are greedy, they always want them expensive properties, right? And
Yep.
then
Park
I
Place.
create some very create. I offer some very creative deals, and they get so mad, and they never want to cooperate with me. I'm like, you actually either one is a good deal, but if you don't work with me, they're gonna end up winning. So it's on you, like, or you're gonna get out the game. So either you gonna work with me or you're not. And they try their hardest to work against me, man. And that's been that's been my life.